Hey guys, today I'm doing my week 26 pregnancy update. Today is Tuesday and technically I turn 27 weeks on Thursday, but I decided I needed to film today because tomorrow is my glucose test and I'm very nervous with all of my fainting spells. I'm worried that something bad's gonna happen, so I was like, I just want to film this and get it up tomorrow, and then next week I'll update on how my glucose test went. So the first symptom that I've noticed every day this week is I've been feeling like floaty in the morning. So I'll wake up in the morning and I'll have breakfast, and then it kind of feels like the same feeling when you have taken like Benadryl or something at night, like how you feel it the next day. And so I just don't want to leave the house. I'm like terrified. I'm like, is this because I'm going to faint again? Or like, why do I feel like this? So I just stay put, and I usually wait until lunchtime. And then by then when I eat, the feeling fades off. So that is a really odd thing that's been happening lately. And I'm hoping it'll just like wear off. This week we've been really focused on working on the nursery. So that's been a lot of fun. I've had my husband move all of the furniture, and we like hung some paintings on the wall, which is, does anyone else think that's like the hardest thing to do? We had to hang two of the same paintings like side by side, and it was so hard. Like him and I were like trying to measure everything out and like put the nails in the right spot, and it still was not right. And we had to put like 3 holes in the wall. And we have other things to hang now, and I'm just kind of like, do we really need to hang anything else? Because I don't know. It's literally like so hard. I'd rather paint an entire room than hang something on the wall, because I feel like it's just never straight. So if I ever show what the nursery looks like, don't be shocked if things are crooked. This last Friday, I felt so fatigued, out of breath. I just felt sick, and I had a really stuffed up nose, and my hands were super swollen. So I was like drinking a ton of water, and I'm trying not to take any medicine if I don't have to. I know everyone's like, oh, you can take this, you can take that. And like, I have like a list of things I can take, but it's like everything I feel like just masks like what is happening. And unless I'm absolutely miserable, I just don't want to take anything if I don't have to. But I was just like, am I getting sick? And that's kind of been like something that's gone on this whole second trimester is, am I getting sick? And then the next day I feel fine. And then the next day I don't feel good. And then the next day I feel fine. So, but being out of breath is like constant. And the last time I went for my ultrasound, they actually asked me to hold up my chest because her head was right under my chest. So I was like, well, that makes sense why I'm out of breath. I mean, obviously lots of reasons, but like when I can't breathe out of my nose and I'm feeling sick, it just makes it so much worse. I've noticed lately whenever I get in and out of bed that I have really bad cramps, like on my lower left and right side. Like it'll feel, I mean, I've said this before, like that Charlie horse feeling, but it's like really, really bad. So I have to get up so slow, and sometimes I have to have my husband help me, which brings me to another point. Like for me personally, I just don't feel sexy pregnant, and I don't mean that I feel ugly or anything, but there's just nothing sexy about asking your man to roll you out of bed or to help you get into bed. Like, I'm just like, ugh. And I just feel like, I don't know, it's embarrassing. I mean, we laugh about it. It's not like a big deal, but I just am like, when these, like, I support anyone feeling sexy and wonderful. I just feel like a dump truck. So all week I've felt very restless because I've been feeling that like morning grogginess and like all of that stuff. So I feel like too tired to do anything, but then I'm bored. Like I don't want to watch anything on TV. I don't want to do anything. Like I was in full nesting last week. This week I've kind of just been like, whatever, we'll get to it. Like maybe it's because it's Thanksgiving week and my husband's here. I don't know. I've just been in a really weird like funk this week and just super bored. And then like, I have nothing to do though. Like he'll be like, what do you want to do? And I'm like, I have no idea. I have really bad lower back pain if I'm sitting too long without a good like back support, like in a good chair or a couch or something. So like recently we went to a bar with our friends and I sat on a bench outside for like 3 hours and my back was killing me, just because everything falls forward. And so yeah, it like the whole like middle to lower back pain. But if I sit in my own like furniture at home, I feel totally fine. Like I don't really suffer from a lot of back pain. I haven't had to take like Tylenol or anything, so that's been really good. When we go on walks now, my stomach itches. I don't know, maybe because like the last few nights that we've gone on walks, it's been like colder outside, so like the blood flow, but like my stomach will just start itching like crazy, I guess, like from the blood flow, and I'll just be like walking and itching my stomach. But it hasn't like itched just at home like from stretching yet, even though I feel huge, but like I don't know. And I've been so bad about putting lotions and creams on. Like I know that stretch marks are hereditary, so you're either gonna get them or you're not, and like putting creams and lotions on like helps with the comfort of it, like to help you not itch. But like putting them on to prevent them is just not gonna work. So the most I do is put like coconut oil on my stomach sometimes, but like I've been really bad about it. Maybe as things progress and I'm getting bigger, it'll be necessary, but like right now I'm just like, I don't know, I just don't want to put it on at night, like right before I go to bed. I hate having like that sticky, oily, lotiony feeling anywhere on my body, and especially on my stomach and like my boobs. Like I don't know, if anyone has like a suggestion for something that works that like dries instantly, like let me know, because I just like, I don't know, maybe I'm just lazy. I can feel her rolling in my stomach now, which is the weirdest feeling. Like I've been feeling her move for a long time, but like it happened at the beginning of last week, I think. I don't know. Someone just knocked on my door. Oh my God, that scared me. But I can feel when she's like rolling and it feels like a little snake in your stomach. Like I don't know how else to describe it. And I feel like she does it all the time now. Or like, I'm sure she's been doing it, but now she's big enough for me to feel it. And it's just really strange. And like, I don't know, when it happens, I like kind of freak out. And then the other thing is like, sometimes it feels like she's like pinching a nerve in my stomach. Like, I don't know, sometimes it feels like she's literally like taking her hands and like going like this on like a part of my stomach. And I know that's not happening, but that's what I feel like. And this morning it woke me up. Like it felt like this intense like massaging on the side, like that, like kind of like shot a like nerve pain down my leg, and I was like, ooh. So I don't know, that's like new, because normally I just feel like kicking. But that's another thing, the same as last week. Like 2 days ago I didn't feel her move at all, and I was freaking out. I was like telling my husband, I was like, something's wrong. And then the next day she was kicking like crazy. So it's weird how like they have like on and off days, I guess. I don't know. Still scares the crap out of me. I have a Doppler, but I just haven't pulled it out. I'm like, I have my glucose test, so I'll just have them check whenever I go in tomorrow. I have been craving cinnamon rolls like a crazy person. Like I've probably craved them my whole pregnancy, but I've never had a craving that's like, I have to get this or I can't function. Like a lot of women that I know are like, oh no, like if I want this, my husband has to go get it. I haven't been like that, but I've had a craving for cinnamon rolls the whole time, but I just never go get them. And yesterday we were at Costco and they had this huge tray of them, and so we got them. And I feel like a crazy person because I eat a cinnamon roll every day now. Which brings me to my next point. How much weight have I gained? So on Thursday, I'm 27 weeks and I've gained 20 pounds. I don't know if that's good or bad. I'm just like, whatever. Like, you can't force a vegetable down my throat right now. Like, so I will just get back at it, like, when she's here, because I'm not allowed to work out. I'm not allowed to do all these things. So it's really hard to feel motivated to eat healthy when you're not even working out. Like, that's what always drove me to eat healthy, is when I'd be working out, I'd feel really good. I'd feel like toned, and then I'd want to put the right things in my body. But right now, like, since I can't do any of that, it's just really hard. I try not to eat too much food every day, so I'm hoping I won't gain like a whole lot more after this, but I have no idea. And I'm just gonna roll with it, and hopefully everything is good. So for right now, the biggest thing is my glucose test tomorrow. So I'm just like praying to the gods I don't faint. I've read so many horror stories, and I wasn't even nervous until I fainted these last 3 times in like a week and a half or 2 weeks. Like, so now I'm just nervous because I'm like, well, that happened 3 times already. So like, what's gonna happen with this? And I also just don't want to like take the drink and be fine, and then like 5 minutes before they draw my blood, I pass out or something, because I read that sometimes if you pass out before the blood test, or if something happens, they will reschedule you to come back in and do the test again. And I'm not drinking that 2 times in a row, or like planning this out again. Like, I don't want to do that at all. So I'm just like hopeful that everything goes fine tomorrow. So, but I'll update y'all next week on that. So the last thing is that my doctor is weaning me off of my progesterone, which makes me so nervous. So I started out on 3 pills, 200 milligrams a day, and then recently she put me on 2 pills a day, and now she has me on 1, which I just started today, like taking just 1 pill. So I'm just hoping that everything continues to progress and stay good, and that she continues to grow. So yeah, but anyways, that is it for my week 26 update, and I am feeling okay. So, but happy Thanksgiving to y'all, and I will update y'all next week on how my glucose test goes and how Thanksgiving and this whole week goes. So, all right, bye.